Who owns your face? You, the photographer, or the company that purchased the photographs? Rihanna took this question to court and the answer might surprise you. It started in 2011 when Rihanna traveled to Bangor in Northern Ireland to film the music video for her hit single, We Found Love. During the shoot, an independent freelance photographer took several photographs of her. This independent photographer, who is anonymous, will call PG. PG owned the copyright in those photographs in accordance with UK copyright law, which allows a non-commissioned photography to be owned by the photographer in the absence of any agreements to the contrary. Soon after PG took these photographs, he licensed them to a UK-based fashion brand, Topshop, allowing them to use and reproduce these photographs on their t-shirts. Fast forward to 2012. Topshop began selling sleeveless t-shirts featuring Rihanna's face from the license they obtained from PG. But Topshop never obtained the permission of Rihanna to use her face on the sleeveless t-shirts. Seeing this, Rihanna was unhappy and tried to negotiate with Topshop to desist from further using her face on their t-shirts and to compensate her for the unauthorized use of her face on those t-shirts. But negotiation failed. So, Rihanna sued Arcadia Group Brands Limited, the owner of Topshop, at the High Court of Justice of England and Wales in London. Plus, Rihanna never sued for copyright infringement because she never owned the copyright in the photograph. She knew the copyright in the photograph belonged to PG, and Topshop had formally and legally licensed the photograph from PG. Instead, she sued for passing off, arguing that her fans would believe that the t-shirt was her official merchandise. This is because the image closely resembled promotional photographs used in her popular Talk That Talk album campaign. She had an established brand of licensing and endorsing fashion brands and thought that her fans and customers would likely believe that any clothing brand with her image was endorsed by her. This was her argument. In defense, Topshop argued that they had lawfully licensed the photograph from the copyright owner, PG. They added that there was no general image right in the UK to give celebrities like Rihanna the right to control every commercial use of their image. That the use of a celebrity's face or image on a t-shirt does not automatically imply the endorsement or affiliation with the brand. Despite Topshop's seemingly brilliant argument, the High Court judge in 2013 ruled in favor of Rihanna, stating that a substantial number of Rihanna's fans would be misled into believing that the t-shirts were indeed endorsed by Rihanna. They proceeded to award $320,000, approximately £200,000 in general damages in favor of Rihanna and against Topshop, and made an injunction restraining Topshop from further producing or selling t-shirts having Rihanna's face on them. What a pity. But what if Topshop had clearly printed this on the label? This product is not endorsed by or affiliated with Rihanna. Would it have made a difference? Well, possibly. A disclaimer could reduce the likelihood that the product, in this case, the t-shirts, were affiliated with Rihanna. Because passing off depends on the misrepresentation that causes the public to believe that there is an affiliation or a connection between a product, a service, and a person. Reducing that confusion may have defeated Rihanna's case. However, the success of such disclaimer will depend on certain and several things, including how conspicuously displayed on the t-shirt the said disclaimer is. For starters, passing off is a legal principle that protects a person's goodwill or reputation from being misrepresented by another. It occurs when a person falsely suggests that their goods or services are connected with, affiliated with, or endorsed by another person, thereby causing their customers to be misled. Passing off has three elements: goodwill, misrepresentation, damages. Goodwill. The person or business being passed off must have an established reputation attached to their goods or services. Misrepresentation. The person passing up must have made a false representation, whether intentionally or not, that led or was likely to lead consumers, customers, or clients to believe there was an association or endorsement. Damage. The misrepresentation caused or was likely to cause damage to the person's goodwill or reputation. If you got that, kindly leave your what if questions in the comment section. I am Mr. Ujong, your startup IP and consumer protection lawyer.